Hey y'all, how you all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello.
Hi, baby.
How are you today?
Very well. Thank you. Good evening. Ah,
Good evening.
Can you see me?
Yes, I can.
Am I bright enough? Is the light bright enough? My lightning bright enough?
I should think so. I think so.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
Well,
how are you
I'm
today?
good. I'm good. And you?
Very well, too.
Okay, so now that you've bent down, okay. I think if you're sitting that way, then it's fine. But if you try to bend down, I'll just be seeing half of your face.
How about me? Okay, so let's see again.
No, it's not okay like that. Okay, yes, it's okay like that. You can come closer. Yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah. So, hmm. Yes, perfect.
Thank you.
So, how was your
So,
day?
it was good. Quite a busy day for me, but everything went well. I thank God.
Hmm.
How is the home front with you?
Everything is fine. Everything is going good.
You look good as always.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, welcome, Facebook. How you all doing? Welcome, YouTube. Welcome, Instagram. Welcome to today's live session. Ooh. Hmm. I had to psych myself up um, so that I can put all my emotions on that check because I don't know what I'm going to be facing. I know I've heard the stories before, but I mean, so what can I do? I'll just smile because this is uh, this is the time for us to be grateful and not to look gloomy or start looking a certain way or feeling a certain way. It's a time for gratitude, I would say. So that's the mindset I am here with. So, guys, today's topic is titled what again? I I always okay, so it's titled Living Beyond My Multiple Surgical Scars. Living Beyond My Multiple Surgical Scars. It's the inspiring story of my co host, the story of her pain through multiple surgeries, story of her survival, of her resilience, and of course, of her gratitude. And I'm sure by the time we're done with the live, we all will find a reason to be grateful. We'll have more reason to be grateful for life. It's a true life story, and she's an example of you don't look like what you've been through. You see, this lady, I draw inspiration from her, because considering everything she's been through, she still finds time to live a healthy lifestyle. She still finds time to be in the home front. She still finds time to um, do her official job. She has a job, she still finds time to even come on this live to be with me. She finds time to live like every other person, So I draw inspiration from her strength. I thank you for sharing your life story with me and with the audience. I hope that we all will live with more gratitude in our lives at the end of the life. So, yeah, welcome to the session. AB Smart Ikediamo, my special co-host. Take it away.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here. I always look forward to our live sessions, and it's also good to want to speak about my life and the challenges I've had to face in the course of my existence or in the course of living this life. For me, I always start November as a Thanksgiving month because it's my birth month. In the next couple of days, it's going to be my birthday. I'm going to be a year older. It's my wedding anniversary month. The last week or maybe 3 or 4 days ago, my marriage was 20 years, and I thank God for that. It's my younger sister's birthday soon in a couple of days. So I always start November, my Thanksgiving month. And I've decided to use this birthday. It's a milestone one for me, even though I'm not going to tell you guys my age. It's a milestone one for me, and I've just decided to share my life with the viewers and with a lot of people, so that they are able to draw inspiration and maybe draw 1 or 2 things from there. And like my co-host said, naturally, we don't look like what we've been through. You see people on the streets, or you see people live their life a certain way, and if you're not too close to them, or if you don't ask questions, you may be judging wrongly, or you may never know much about them. In this life, in my almost 50 decades, I've indirectly told you my age now. In my almost 50 decades, I've had to undergo 9 different surgeries. I've had to undergo 9 different surgeries, and in all of them, I am always out to say thank God, because it's been God, and that the strength, the resilience to survive, telling yourself that even after this, or even with this, life goes on. Where do I start from? My very first surgery, the very first time I was taken to the theater, or the very first time I was taken to the operation room, the theater, was when I had appendectomy. I had this consistent pain in my stomach for so many days. I just kept saying my stomach was paining me for so many days, until maybe about 5 days. And then on the 5th day, I just said, let me go to the hospital. The day I went to the hospital, I was very, very okay. Very okay. I just said, this pain has been consistent. Let me just go to the hospital. And when I went to the hospital, I told the doctor that I was feeling pain before, but now I am okay. But I just said I should come and see the hospital, see the doctor. And the doctor asked where I was feeling the pain. And I said, yeah. When he touched, he said, madam, I wasn't a madam then. I was still a young girl in my early 20s. It's like, you have a ruptured appendectomy, but I'm going to refer you to so place. And I was referred to another hospital, with the case notes. when I went to the hospital, the doctors were just running around. Who is the person and everything? I was just moving in casually, and they said, one of the doctors met me and said, "Who is the patient? Who is the patient?" And I said, "It's me." And they were like, when they say you have a ruptured appendectomy or a ruptured appendix, why are you looking this healthy and this strong and all of that? To cut a long story short, it was actually the day I stopped feeling the pain was the day that appendix ruptured. And I was taken to the theater and had that removed. It left a scar. I learned to live with it. Then many years after this one, I think this one happened maybe in 1996. Then in 1997, I was in school. I had another surgery. They call it hemorrhoidectomy. It's a pile surgery, a protrusion or a little growth from. I don't even want to go into all the medical records and all of that. That one passed. Then in 2004, I got married in 2003. In 2004, I had my first CS, had my baby. What was that due to? The CS was due to maybe ruptured placenta abruption. They said the placenta detached from the womb, and I was bleeding profusely. That baby was about 8 months. They had to do a CS for me. It was a big one, blood transfusion and all of that. My baby and I, we survived it, and life went on. In fact, it was a very traumatic pregnancy for me because after that pregnancy, my husband said we're not going to have more children. And I also said, I don't think I want to go through this journey because for the greater part of that pregnancy, I was always in the hospital. And well, I got back strong. Life went on, and in 2017, maybe in 2016, when that baby was like 2 years and a few months, I got pregnant again. When it was time for delivery, they said it was delayed labor, and I had another CS for my baby girl. And then life seemed normal. I said, oh, thank God, everything was okay with me and all of that. And then in 2015, mind you, 2007, 1996, 1997, 2004, 2007. Then for the remaining couple of years, I was just going okay. To 15, I had what they call a thyroidectomy. It was I had a goiter. I had an underactive thyroid. They call it hypothyroidism, where the thyroid hormone is not able to produce sufficient, hormone for daily metabolism. And the symptoms of that hypothyroidism included fatigue, mood swings, unnecessary weight, unusual weight gain, and all of that. And that surgery was also done. In all of these surgeries, I just thank God for the willingness to live. You're down with pain, and you're going into the theater. You're also telling yourself that this is not going to be my end. I'm going to come out stronger. And I always go in fact, if you give me an essay on how to describe a theater, I'll describe it very well for you. I know everything. I know all the settings of the theater. I know almost all the instruments they use, because it's like a place I am always there. So most times it dampens me. My spirit is low. I keep asking myself, why do I have to go through all this? And sorry, when I talk about this, it makes me a little bit emotional. But you're sick, or you're sick, and they tell you you can't get better.
You can take a break. You can take a break. You can take a break.
No problem. No problem. Let's go on. You know, it looks as if surgery is the end result for you. And luckily for me, I do that. And I come out stronger. I come out healthier. I come out happy. Then, in 2018 again, in that same 2015, after going through a thyroidectomy, that one they will have to cut your neck and remove the thyroid roots, particularly for cosmetic reason, because you don't want to be seen with a bag or a sack hanging around your neck. I know you see a lot of people with that kind of roots. Either way, you can live with it and be described as that woman with the sack on the neck. It may grow worse. It may even turn cancerous. So if they tell you, oh, you have to do surgery to nip whatever more problem in the bud, then you do that. Then in that same 2015, 6 months after I had the thyroidectomy, I went in for another surgery. The same hemorrhoidectomy I had gone in for before. You're battling with how to, and you know, women, you know how it is. You want to make your hair, you want to have a hair wash in the salon, but you have this huge cut on your neck that you're not able to move for some time and everything. Then you go through that other process of, you know, this other surgery where you have to be doing 6 baths, because that one, you need hot water to get that place healed properly. And you do all of that. A lot of your activities come to a standstill, particularly if you are very involved in a lot of things. You know, at that point, you have to be watchful or mindful of your food. You have to be mindful. If you're engaged in physical activity like exercise, you need to take a break. If you're engaged in maybe diet, because of a lot of medications you're taking, you would have to re-strategize everything or remodel everything about you. And you do that for a while. Just when you're thinking that, thank God this one will kill me, at least I am free again, another thing comes up. And the doctor tells you, oh, you have a hernia and it has to be surgically, it has to be removed. Because some of these things, I don't know whether there are herbal cures for it, but I know for me, I always go to the hospital because I believe they are health workers or health practitioners, doctors, and they have, in as much as God has the remedy for all of this, or God has the healing power and all of that, they also know how to deal with it. And I went to the hospital, and the doctor said, oh, this is an incisional hernia. You had them while you did surgery for your why you did the 2 CS you did. And it's causing a lot of pain. You cough, and you see the bulge on your stomach. You laugh, and then you see that bulge, and they tell you, oh yeah, we go to the theater again. And that one is removed. You say, okay, thank God. I won't do sit-up. I won't take walks for some time. I won't exercise and do all of that, trying to get better. And a few months or a couple of months after you get better and go back to living the kind of life you want to live, in as much as I may not actually be losing weight the way I want to, but I am an exercise freak. I am an exercise enthusiast. I like doing little exercises here and there. And you have a condition. No, you don't have a condition. You've done surgery and they tell you put a stop to this so that your healing process, so that you get well, and then you take it bit by bit. And when you feel you're strong and you want to get back to doing all of those activities, something else strikes. And they tell you, you have this consistent pain in your stomach, and after much, mind you, all these surgeries I don't just go to the hospital and the doctor tells me you're going to do surgery. I seek second and third opinions. Time, money, and all of that involved. And all the opinions tell you this is what you need to do. Madam, you have gallbladder. It has to be removed. And I went for a gallbladder surgery in the same stomach. If I open my stomach for you, at one time I went to the hospital for a checkup. Even the doctor, one of the doctors was like, madam, who stabbed you like this? Because a lot of scars, and you will just laugh. I laughed because in as much as the person asking you, the doctor asking you, does not know the details of it, but it looked like, I wouldn't say whether it was mockery or whatever, but it didn't sound well. And I had that gallbladder surgery done in 2018. And in 2020, one of those days, I came back from work, I had slept and woken up, and then I had a very thunder-clapping headache. I'm sure that's the one a lot of people, and that's the one a lot of my friends on Facebook would know, because I think I talked about it a little. And then I told my daughter, please get Panadol for me. To cut a long story short, before she came, I'd already passed out. The next place I found myself was the hospital. And each time, I stayed in that hospital for like 3 days. And at every point in time, I was just shouting, my head. My BP was a little bit, my BP was elevated, fine. And this is also me dealing with BP. I lost my father in 2021, and I couldn't get over that loss. Before he died, taking care of him, I wasn't sleeping and all of that, and the death was it was a huge shock for me. I had insomnia for weeks, and that elevated my BP. I was already clinically diagnosed as a BP patient and was on BP medication. And that day, religiously taking my BP medications, that day I had that headache, and before my daughter could run to get paracetamol or whatever, I had passed out and found myself in the hospital and continually complaining of the headache. I was asked to go do a CT scan, and in that CT scan, it showed that I had brain hemorrhage, and a surgery had to be done to repair that. I was referred to a hospital in Enugu. I had to be rushed to that hospital. It was a 7-hour drive to the hospital in an ambulance. On the way, my trip even got finished. We were looking for how to, in fact, I was in and out of bed until we got to that hospital. And then, to cut a long story short, I had a brain surgery done, and then I am here. Except for the visible scars, you may not see. How many did I count now? 9 surgeries. Except for maybe the visible scars, maybe For the brain surgery, definitely you see the scar on my head and all of that. And my neck, where you might probably see a scar from the thyroidectomy. I have like 4 scars in my tummy, the 2 surgeries for my children, the hernia one. In fact, I have like 5 surgeries, 5 scars in my stomach. But in all of this, life goes on. I'm happy living this life, whatever it is. It didn't harm me. I am still here, living life and enjoying every bit of life. And in all of these surgeries, I've had a very supportive husband. He has always been there for me. You know, when we are going through things or when we are going through life challenges, the people around us matter a whole lot because those people are your strength. You know, he keeps telling me, maybe you can do this, maybe you're strong. I go to the theater thinking I won't come back, but he gives me that hope. He tells me, don't worry, you go. Don't worry, you meet me here. I'm waiting here for you. You go and come back. And what better way can somebody show their love or can somebody show their support? My friends, when my father was alive too, my parents have been very, very supportive, you know, very, very supportive. It's bad when you're sick and somebody tells you, or you hear comments like, now one for you, you know, every time now you do operation, now wow, you know, every time you go hospital. It is not your doing. Nobody owns life. Nobody wants to be sick. Nobody knows about the ups and downs, like all the things your body undergoes. But these people are there telling you will be fine. They come, the ones that will help you, my family, my sisters, you know, my parents, they come, the ones that will help you cook, the ones that will be with you in the hospital, the ones that will give you moral support. My friends, the ones that helped financially, because this last surgery I did, I don't even want to tell you how much it cost me. If I was to provide that money alone, maybe today I'll be counted as dead. Or if God's hand, and particularly if God's hand was not in it, I don't know how the story would have been. My friends have been supportive financially and emotionally too. They keep telling me, forget about your worries. Maybe keep going. Life is good. Life is sweet. Nobody wants to be bedridden. Nobody wants to be sick. But if life gives you lemons, you've got to make lemonade out of it. I am thankful that today I am here. I'm grateful to God for everything, for always being there for me, for every journey, every surgical journey I have been through, and coming to talk about it. Tell people that this is, you know, I'm sick, I'm off work for 2-3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, and I go back to work and I tell them this is what happened to me, and they'll be like, Jesus, maybe you don't know, you strong, and you don't come out like this, you don't even like say anything to you, and all of that. It is not me. It is not my making. It's been God, and I really want to thank God and thank all the people I've mentioned, the people around me, the doctors, and for me, health is wealth. We shouldn't overlook some of the health issues we have. A lot of people overlook health issues and it turns to something else. And for me, I've always lived by, I don't want a challenge where I go to the hospital and the doctors tell me, if you had come 2 months ago, we would have rectified this. If you had come 2 months ago, it wouldn't have been. Whatever can be nipped in the bud, let it be nipped in the bud, and let me continue living the healthy life, and let me continue living life to the fullest.
Take a break, please. Take a break. Take a break.
Yeah.
Take a break. Take a break. If you want to drink water, drink some water. Let me just also acknowledge those that have joined us. I'll have to start from the beginning here. Chidima Okoro, thank you for joining us today. Timothy Arinze, thank you for joining us. Olaimen Joapa, thank you for joining us. Inis Tex Adumo, thank you. Swesme Olu, thank you for joining us. Sivoso, thank you for joining us. Ogechi Okpu, thank you for joining us.
I don't know. You didn't call Kazim Kabiru.
I'm still
Kazim Kabiru. Okay,
I'm
thank
still
you. I
scrolling.
can see you.
Okay. Kazim, thank you for joining us. Kazim Kabiru, yes, I've just seen it now. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so that's it. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I am sure you're all encouraged. Like I said in the beginning, I particularly psyched myself up so that I don't break down, So I'll just cover up with a smile and just keep psyching myself up. Because for one person to undergo 9 surgeries, these are not just minor surgeries. These are not just procedures. These are real surgeries in one body. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And the fact that she is still very strong, she still does her exercise. I tell her all the time that the fact that you're still strong doing all these exercises might even be the reason why you recover very fast from these surgeries. So just keep at it. Keep at it. We encourage ourselves. So I appreciate her. I appreciate the fact. I appreciate her resilience. She's a strong woman. If you're not strong mentally, these kind of things can break you down to the point that I'm sure doctors will explain better how your endocrine system might just get all disorganized, and it might even lead to something else, But she's always mentally in the good place. She has the right support system, her family, her friends, her husband, Her husband, he's always there for her, always there for her, always there for her. And I want to use the opportunity to appreciate Obiora Ikedion. You're a great guy. You're a great guy. Thank you so much for all you've been doing for her. So yeah, I will hand over to her for her to conclude. I don't know what else you haven't said that you want to say, but
I don't know what you want to ask me. Maybe you want to ask me 1 or 2 questions that I can answer. Okay. Because I just gave an overview of everything. So are there specific questions you want to ask me, or related to some of the surgeries? Do you want to ask me of particular symptoms and all of that? So I can
maybe the viewers, if you have any question, if you want to come on the live, I can bring you on. If you want to ask any question, you don't want to come on the live, but you want to write it, you can also do that. She's willing to to answer your questions, because okay, somebody's actually recovery starts from the mind. Okay, indeed, she's a strong woman. I'll have to read some of the comments, but let me just finish. What was I even saying now? Anyway, so let me go back to the comments. Maybe I'll remember what I wanted to say. Let me read some comments. Truly, we don't look like what we've been through. That's from Chidima Okoro. I thank God for you, AB. You are a strong woman. Chidima Okoregen, serving God pays, babe. You won't go to any theater again. Yes, I believe so too. Sivoso says, wow, Sister AB, you are a great woman. She is. She's a strong woman. She's great. Jesus, 9. Thank God for his pardoning grace. Yes. Now them world people, all them you they do exercise and you still they add weight. I'm sure God help us. I'm sure she was trying to throw in some comic relief there. But Abby is trying. Regarding her weight, she's trying. And you see, it's not about how big or how small you are. If you are slim and you don't exercise, you just keep eating, keep going about life and not exercising, you are not doing yourself any good.
That's true.
You are not. But if you're, and it's the other way around too, if you're big and you are exercising, man, you're doing yourself so much good. You're adding years to your life. That's how it goes. You know, you cannot rule out exercise from our daily lives. We shouldn't rule out exercise from our daily lives. And I appreciate her because she consciously does it. She's the kind of person that wakes up in the morning and goes do whatever she has to do, if it's to run or if it's to walk or if it's to, she goes to the gym if she has to. I'm not saying you necessarily have to have a gym membership, no, but do something. Go for walks, just do something to exercise the body. The human body is meant for movement, it's not to be stationary. And if you're particularly somebody who has a sedentary kind of job where you sit from morning till night, you even have to introduce into your company, introduce like a bill or something into your company policy to give you guys a place where you can exercise, do some stretches, do some whatever you have to do in between before you come back to work. Otherwise, you'll be killing yourself. It's true, it's been proven. So again, let me read the remaining comments. Auntie Abby, you mean all this? My God, glory be to God for making you a living testimony. That's from Swesme. I am so encouraged, though. You will live long to keep encouraging people. Amen. Amen. That's from Swesme. That's Dr. Swino.
Okay.
Yeah. Steve also says, thank you for speaking out. It inspires people to be strong and not lose hope. Yes, that is the whole essence of today's life. Actually, recovery starts from the mind, indeed. She's a strong woman, God's grace abundant. Gabriela is watching. Gabriela, hi. Thank you for joining us. Stella Amani. Oh my God, I remember her. Thank you, Stella, for coming. She says, God is truly faithful, AB. Keep being strong and keep living. Yes, she will live. She's here. And she will live. She will live like every other person. She doesn't need anybody's pity party, right? She's living already like every other person. Whatever I can do, she can do. Whatever you can do, she can do. She goes to her work. She's taking care of her home. She's having a social life. She's doing everything that everybody is doing. She goes to church. She's normal. She's okay, So, I mean, wow. I don't know. Stella Amani, do you want to come on the live? I would love to have some people on the live. Gabriela said she was going to be busy. I don't know. If you want to come on the live, any of you, please send a request. I will gladly bring you guys on. So in the meantime, if you have questions, like I said, you can send in your questions in the comment section, or if you want to come on the live and ask her personally, that's also very fine. We've been encouraged, AB. I'm just looking through to see if there's any question I can ask you myself. And please, guys, follow this page. Follow this page. Like the page, so that anytime we are coming on live, you will be alerted. Like the page and follow AB as well. Follow my personal page as well. We always share on those pages as well, so that whenever we are live, you can join us. You'll be alerted and you'll join us. Hmm. Wow. I'm just checking to see if there's any question I can ask you. Hmm. Maybe you can share your I don't know if you want to share some of the fears you had, because some people might, I know some people are scared of surgery. Okay, so there was a video I saw today. There's a woman with a very huge lump on her neck. Very huge. So there was this girl, maybe she's a social media influencer. So she went rallying around to raise money. Today, I saw the video today. It's on Instablog. So she went around raising funds for her to do the surgery. They were able to raise about 300,000. Then there were some doctors that said they were going to do it free for her. So they took her to the hospital. So when they got there, the woman said, of course, now all these, not to put down anybody, but na person wey know, na all these local women, maybe wey dey sell for roadside, local not educated, let me put it that way. She's an uneducated woman. So when she got there, she saw the doctors and everything, and then she told the girl that she doesn't want to do the surgery anymore, that they should give her the money. She would rather take the money and go, that she doesn't want the surgery anymore. And you can see the lump, like it's contoured like amoeba in different shapes on the neck. And she left. So the girl that got the money, I even made a comment on Instagram. I said she shouldn't have given her the money, because the money she raised was meant for the surgery. So if she insisted that she wasn't going to do the surgery, this influencer should have taken the money, go to the hospitals. There are a lot of people who are held back in hospitals there that have not been able to pay their bills because they don't have the money, you know. Maybe it's echoing. What's happening? Okay. So she should have gone to any hospital and donated that money to them and not give it to her. Some people were even saying in the comment section that it's possible that she has been using that thing to scam people, to make money. Maybe that's her own hustle. But I don't know. So that's why I said it's because she's uneducated. Otherwise, she will know that her health is her wealth, not money. So I just want to ask if you had any fears and what were your coping strategies. Anything, any information at this point, any information you give us will be taken with gratitude. So if you had it, like when they tell you, okay, you need to go to surgery, you need to go to do another surgery again, what were your fears? What were the fears? What were you afraid of? Oh, sorry, she's left. I will have to bring her back up. Maybe somebody is disturbing her line. I'll have to. Guys, please just hang on a bit. Oh, Chinyere, you're here. Oh, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Please don't go away. Let's just wait for her to get back. They've been disturbing her phone since. In the meantime, guys, you want to leave me alone here? Chinyere, do you want to come on the live? I can bring you on. If you want to come, just say yes. Type yes. I'll bring you on. If there's anything you want to add, if you have any story around, maybe you were around her when all this was happening, because I know you live in PH. Yeah, so if there's any encouraging words you want to give to us. And as we age, there are a lot of things in our body that are not as active as the way they used to be when we were younger, so we need to take care of our bodies more now. Hey, Obiora, you're here. Thank you for joining us. Do you want me to bring you on the live? If you want, please say yes. Anyone that wants to come on the live, please say yes, and I'll bring you on. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Please, let's prioritize our health. I'm very particular about I'm very particular about things that have to do with my health. And I wish everyone does the same. You know, these stories. Anyway. Hello, Biora. If you want me to bring you on, please send your request. I don't know what happened to her phone. Oh, Chidima is saying, I reacted to when she said a doctor asked her who stabbed her. Oh, okay. So okay. That was what you were trying to say. People won't know what one is going through. They just make killing comments. Yes. Sometimes those comments can be very insensitive. Ah, Ifechi, you're here. Okay, let me bring you on. You're my co-hosts. Who else want to come on the live? Hi, I wanted to say hi.
Maybe I'm trying to grab something to eat.
Oh, okay. Go on. Carry on. Let me remove you.
I'm listening to you guys.
Oh, you were listening?
So I'm listening to you guys. Yes.
Ah, okay. Let me remove you from the live.
My meeting ran over, so I just came to grab something to eat.
Okay, no problem. So when you're done, right?
Okay, I'll join back.
All right then. Hey, okay, yeah. So I don't know what's happening to her phone. No, I don't know what's happening to her phone. Okay, she's here now. Let me add her. I'm adding her, guys. She's here. Hey, what's up?
Hello.
Yes, how are you? I said, what's up?
Hello.
I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you. Go and come back.
Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you. I can hear you. Oh my gosh. Network. Hello. Let me remove her. Hello, Abby. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Oh,
can you hear me?
Yes, we can see you. We can see you. So you can just carry on.
Okay.
Yes.
What did you ask me? Because I couldn't hear any bit of what you said.
Oh.
And I can't see any of you.
Oh, okay. I was trying to ask if you had any fears, like at every point you were told, of course you had fears. We just want to understand what those fears were.
You know,
and your coping strategies.
Yes, I know a lot of people. I've met a lot of people who have some health challenges and they need to undergo surgery. And I hear them telling me, maybe I did fear, I no go fit. Or maybe you see somebody with a similar case, like you see people with this goiter, and I'm quick to be like, why is this person keeping this for this long? And you just maybe say, madam, have you thought of doing surgery and all to get this thing removed and all of that? And the person tells you, yeah, they fear if I go do surgery, I go die. And I try to tell them it's not about that. So yes, it's true. You're asked to go to the theater. Even preparing you to go to the theater, it's really scary. You know, they prepare you, they dress you, they do all of that, and you go into the theater. Most times I go with the mind that I hope I'm able to survive this. You know, you go with a lot of fear. But also, at the back of your mind, at the back of my mind, I have learned how to fight it. I've learned how to say, this too shall pass. I have learned how to commonize it. I've learned how to say, don't be shaving na goiter. They will remove them now, and I'll have a beautiful neck. I have learned to look at the picture beyond, as in the picture after whatever health challenge I have. Maybe this one is to make me stronger. Maybe this one is to make me better and all of that. Okay, no problem. Let me go and do it and get the result out of it. So I tell people, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. If they say, oh, you have a boil in your any part of your body that needs to be dealt with, go to the hospital, seek, and if they tell you that about the solution to it, well, who wants to be seen hanging with a sack on their neck, or who wants to be seen with one problem or the other? If it's going to be taken.
Network is really bad.
How do they call this surgery again? Sleeve. They do that because they want to enhance themselves. They want to have a better body and all of that. So if you're going to have one surgery or the other because you're meant to get better, because you're meant to get well, then why wouldn't you do that? Why would you be so full or filled with fear to say, no, I no go go. No, I don't want to do the surgery. Give me the money and make I chop. Then if it go kill me, make it kill me. I have never in my life had that fear that if this thing will kill me, make it kill me, I need to do it again. And all of that. I've always been hopeful. I have always been hopeful, and coupled with the supportive partner I have and supportive friends and family around me, I've always gone into that theater with the hope that, particularly my mother, for every surgery I have had to go for, my mother would pray. She'll pray for me and she'll tell me, you see this your house, baby. You come back to this house. You come back to this bed. You come back to your kitchen. You come back and cook good food for your family. You know, so they give me that hope. And at the end of the day, fine. You go, I come back. For some days, you're not able to, I'm not, for a few months, I'm not able to have my bath, or somebody's always tending to you and all of that. Then one day, you stand up and you go to the kitchen and you find out that you can cook. So now if you can cook like this, and gradually life gets back to normal. You're not able to drive for some time, and the next time you say, okay, let me drive from here to here. Oh, that means I can. Then you drive from here to here, and that's it. Life just goes back to normal. And I thank God.
Sorry, please. So that we can hear everything she's saying clearly. Ifechi, you have to mute until you're ready to speak. Mute until you're ready to speak.
Okay, all right.
Yes. Aha, thank you very much. Okay, so now we can hear you clearly. Abby, you can carry on now. Sorry.
Am I still talking?
Yes, talk. Abby, talk.
Oh, okay. Yes. So what was that? That's what I'm saying. So whoever has the need to have, I should do what?
Oh, she left again. I want to call you the other name. She left again. Let me see. Okay, let me add her now. Hey.
Okay.
Okay. So carry on.
Yeah.
I was just telling Ifechi to mute his mic because it was interrupting what you were saying. So it's okay now. Talk.
Oh, okay. So if you have the need you're told by the doctor that you have the need to have the surgery done, you shouldn't be afraid. Don't go with the mind that, oh, this is going to kill me. Go with that, with hope, knowing that, okay, I am doing this because I want to get better. The doctors have said this is the solution. So let me go and get it done and live my life normally. So fine, I entertained fears. I had my fears, but I think my hope overrules those fears, and I went in, conquered, and came out, and I'm here to tell the story.
Okay. Breathe one more time. Okay. Relax one more time. I want to particularly welcome Mr. Obiora Ikediongu to this special live session. Today's special session is a special one, and I appreciate that you're here with us. He is the husband to AB, who is narrating her story. He's been very supportive, and he emotionally, physically, psychologically, financially, and otherwise. He's been very, very present through and through. You know, I don't know if I want to talk about. Anyway, it's your day, so let me leave you to talk about your story. I appreciate you. We used to call him Mr. Contemporary. That's a story for another day. That's a story for another day. So yeah, Mr. Contemporary, welcome, and I appreciate you sincerely. I appreciate you for being that kind of husband who doesn't give up on a wife for having so many surgeries. You know, you are also a strong man, and I don't want to talk too much, man. I don't want to talk too much. Let me just, I'll give you time to speak, but in the meantime, Ifechi, I don't know if you've been listening to us, if you have something to say. Otherwise, I will go to a question by Swesme. She's asking, said, did you ever try to find out if there was any other solution other than surgery for any of those cases? Dr. Swino is asking. I think you've answered that a bit, but I'm going to give you room to answer it. But Ifechi is working with time, so I don't know if you have anything to say. Ifechi, you can unmute and then carry on. Yeah.
So I joined a little bit late. I've had so many meetings today since morning, running about. So sorry to jump in very late. So in the last part of the things I listened to just a few minutes ago, I've been privileged to know AB for a long time, and I know she's a very dedicated person and also resilient person. So it's a true life story. When I heard about the last surgery that she had, I was really shocked because wow, what happened? But thank God that she is in a better condition. So I think when people going through these kind of major surgeries, it's always your zeal to live that helps you get through it, and the support of friends and family. But mostly when someone has illnesses, I think what makes you overcome it is your emotional well-being and your perseverance to live. The zeal to live underscores everything. So when people have issues, or you notice that your body is changing, or you're not feeling your normal self, then you need to seek, medical attention. People do not really take care of themselves, and the years are fatal. So many people should start to listen to their body. Your body tells you and gives you one in a long time. So some people, like, if you start getting tired, excessively tired, you can't sleep, or you have body pain, or you have severe pain, all those are signs for you to seek medical attention ahead of time. So I think with what AB has said, mostly what matters is perseverance, general well-being, and also seeking care in time. And that can save a lot of things.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. An inch in time saves 9. That's what they say, yeah?
Yeah.
It's on this platform. We've also talked about breast cancer. No illness is a death sentence, not even cancer. So once you feel something, we've also talked about listening to your body. Like I said, I'm very particular about living healthy. So these are the kind of topics that interest us that we talk about here. So even if you're feeling a certain type of way, if you quickly take care of it, it will not degenerate into whatever it probably was leading to. Yeah. So it's always good to be conscious, to live consciously about your health. Yeah. So I don't know. You want to answer the question, Dr. Swino's question? Mr. Obiora, you'll be the last to speak, so that you can just round off everything nicely for us. So yeah. Abby, over to you. Dr. Swino asked a question. I don't know if you can see the question on the screen. He says, did you ever try to find out if there was any other solution other than surgery for any of the cases? Any of the cases?
Yes. Like I told you, I sought other opinions, and it all boils down to surgery. I don't. But a lot of people will tell you, oh, take native medicine. A lot of people, I see a lot of people with fibroid, and they tell you, oh, they made one concussion for me to be taking every day. And right under their nose or their eyes, fibroid keeps growing bigger and bigger and all of that. So for me, it's always been medically. So when I go to the hospital and the doctor says, you need to do this, I go to another hospital and the doctor still says it's this, I go to the third one and the doctor says it's this, then I have no other choice than to go by their bidding.
Okay. Is there anyone else who wants to ask a question? I see some new faces here. Let me welcome them. Sahid Ajadi. Sorry, guys, my glasses are not close by, so I'm squinting. Sahid Ajadi, welcome. Ikem Sydney, welcome. Richard Mba, welcome. Naimeka Kingsley, welcome. Chi D, welcome. Ifoma Miriam, welcome. So yeah, welcome everyone. Please, if you're on this live, please like our page and follow us, so that when we are talking about issues, you people will be alerted and you come and join us on the live. We are still looking for followers. Please join us. So yeah, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. I don't know. We've spent over an hour. Usually we do our lives within an hour. So I don't know, Mr. Obiora. You're a doctor now, yeah? Okay, Mr. Obiora. No, Chief, yeah, Chief Obiora. Now Ifechi give you title, so you must collect.
Good evening, Dr. Ifechi. Good evening. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Ifechi, mute your mic.
Yeah. I've known it for 23 years. We've been married for 20 years. Coincidentally, we just marked our 20th anniversary
some 5 days ago.
Happy anniversary!
Thank you. Thank you.
In our relationship, I used to pride myself as being the strong one, but Evie has taught me a lot that it's not about the physical, it's also about the emotional. She might appear very soft, but she's a very strong person, very, very strong person, and I take a lot from her. I know during her last incident or episode, one thing she kept saying was, "Don't allow me die. Don't allow me die." I've seen her at her lowest. I've seen her at her best. But I can't stop loving this woman. She's had about 9 surgeries. I've been with her. Well, 7 of those surgeries have been by her side. And each time she tells me I'm going to be okay, I'll be fine. It's been a roller coaster, I can tell you, roller coaster of emotions. When you think you're out of it, something else comes up. But we keep trudging on. I hear the last question someone asked, have you tried other alternatives to surgery? Yes, we have. Yes, we've seen countless surgeons, countless doctors, countless endocrinologists, so many specialists. We've seen a lot. But everything boils down to the merit of the surgery supersedes any other thing. Whether it's 50-50, sometimes they give you the odds 40-20, 60, 30-70, but it's either that or you give up. And Evie will never give up. She will never, ever give up. So, Evie, I've never told you this, but you're the strongest person I know. You might appear very soft, very, very soft, and you like to be pampered, but you're a very strong person. You're a very strong person, and I love you to death. During when I heard she had a brain condition, I broke down.
When she had what?
I broke down.
When she had what?
When she was to have that brain surgery.
Oh, okay, the last one.
I broke down in the office. I cried. My colleague closed the door and I wept like a baby. But I cleaned my eyes, got to see Evie, and she kept saying, "Don't let me die. Get me to the hospital. Don't let me die." We reviewed our options. The best thing was to get to the hospital, and we did that. And to God be the glory, God was on our side. Because if not for God, we won't be telling this story today. She won't be telling the story. Maybe someone else might be telling her story. But if not for God, she came out of it and she's 100% fit. I thank God, I thank friends, I thank family, I thank everybody who has in one way or the other rendered support to us. Emotionally, financially, prayers, everything. It's people that matter at those times. People have been wonderful to us. People you don't even know, they say a word of prayer for you. Some people are not Catholic, we're not Catholics, but people go and book masses for us and call us, the priest will call us. People from far and near kept calling, support, coming all the way from everywhere. But above all, Evie has never let those things put her down. She goes in for the surgery, she comes out smiling more than she went in. In fact, when she had this last surgery, she couldn't talk. The day of this, immediately after the surgery, I insisted on seeing her. I went into the ICU. She couldn't talk. The only thing she did was to smile. I just called her name Evie and she smiled. I said, "Well, for me, that's fine. You're okay." So she wears her scars gracefully. She has scars all over, but she wears them gracefully. And those scars don't, instead, they beautify her. They add to her story. She has testimonies everywhere. But we all know that without tests, their own testimony. So she has won them gracefully, and to God be the glory. We'll continue to go from strength to strength. People should not be scared of surgery. I know people have approached a couple of people, some have big goiters, and they said, oh no, I can never.
Oh, his network. His network.
Too. We have good doctors in Nigeria. We have good doctors, I can tell you. During the last surgery, while we were in Enugu, my God, I didn't feel that we had such surgeons in Nigeria. Young chaps, very young, but very. Kept telling us, don't worry, what you're seeing now is it's nothing. Don't worry about what you're seeing now. It's what comes out at the end. And true to their word, at least you are seeing Abby, and she doesn't look as if she had back brain surgery. It's only when you look deeper and deeper that you may be able to notice it, but everything is 100%. I thank them. But I don't know where to start. There's so many stories to tell, but
This is network is really bad. In the meantime, welcome Kokodia Salami, Uchechi, Uchegbu, Adiru Azuka. Welcome. Welcome, guys. Ooh. Oh, Ifechi, you're still here, right? You still have a couple of minutes, or you want to leave?
If you're done, I mean, you guys are almost done.
No, I want to. Yes, I want to see if I can bring him back on. Yeah. So, well, like I said in the beginning, this is not a time for pity partying. It's rather a time to be grateful for life. And yes, to be grateful for life. And every viewer here should be encouraged. You know, don't be scared of going into the theater. I have also been there twice for my kids, which is nothing compared to what she has been through. Let me check if he's here. Okay, he's here. Let me add him. Swesman, Dr. Swino is sending a message. Let me read it. A comment, rather. Say, sure, you are right, sir. We are blessed in this country. My family friends successfully had a brain surgery last year here in Abuja. God is faithful. So that's what Dr. Swino sent. Mr. Obiora, your network.
Yeah, so sorry about that. My network
it's okay.
Tripping up.
We'll just wait for you to round off. Because me, there's nothing I want to say again. I just love the fact that you stood by your wife. Because when you were taking your vows, you clearly said in sickness or in health. And in health, yeah.
There were no other options. It's either we ride or die.
Yes.
She's my ride or die. So
she's one of the lucky ones on earth, you know.
I'm the lucky one.
I love that. I love that.
You were there when we started.
Of course. Mr. Contemporary, of course. Oh, wow. So finish for us. Finish for us.
Yeah, when life throws you lemons, you make lemonade, and wear your scars gracefully. Wear them. They're not. They don't demean you or belittle you. Instead, they make you stronger. Things that happen to you should make you stronger, and people will learn from it and take inspiration from it. Like I said, even the strongest person I know, she might appear soft, but deep down, she's strong. Enduring 9 surgeries is not a little feat, but I've had 2 surgeries, and I know what it took from me. But having 9 and being able to juggle what you juggle, it's not easy. People should try to get to the hospital as soon as possible. Like you said, listen to your bodies. Early detection is key. There's nothing that cannot be solved, that cannot be treated if it's discovered very early. So visit the hospital, take time. As we get older, our bodies keep failing us. Let's get to the hospital, let's exercise, let's eat right, let's take our prescribed prescription medication, and let's just be us. Let's know that there are certain things we can't do now that we used to do 20 years ago. I can't play football anymore. I can't even run anymore. I can't jog anymore. But I take walks. That's me. That's my exercise. So listen to your body. It speaks to you. Thank you very much again.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Abby, you're giving me signal like you want to say something, yeah?
No.
Okay.
Obiora has been very, like I said earlier, Obiora has been very supportive. He has always been there, and I don't know how it would have been without him. I don't know how life would have been, but we thank God so far. We thank God so far, so good. Because I hear stories of how wives or husbands take their wives to the hospital and they abandon them there and say, this woman won't kill me, this woman won't put me for trouble. God forbid bad thing, no be me and her. And they leave. But this person is there, cleaning you up, carrying your vomit and doing all of that. With the hope. It's hope. It gives me hope. Even when I lose hope, I look at him and he tells me, this one a small thing, maybe. As worry never solved any of your problems. This one a small thing. If you survive the other ones, then be sure you're going to survive it. And I will now laugh and say, Abio. And then, we just keep going. When you don't have that support, you go just tell yourself, say, I beg, instead of this person to treat me like this, make I just die. Or, those kind of things. But somebody is giving you the reason to live, then you also have to fight to live. And that's where we've been. And I know a lot of people say things to him. Now, wow, these wives are this sick for 20 years upon our marriage. Every time, hospital. All those things are enough to make a man leave you or even lose interest and just tell you, I beg, I don't know where you got this sickness from, all these things from. Face yourself and but no, it tells you it's my cross. Let me carry it, and carries it joyfully,
graciously.
Yes, it carries it joyfully. Obiora is never perturbed. Obiora is never worried. Obiora is always smiling. Obiora will tell you, even when I couldn't talk after the surgery, and then he came in to see me. My sister asked him. My sister saw me. My sister came and saw me and saw my state. And my sister said, when he came to see me, she said, did you talk to him? Did you talk to her? Did she recognize you? He said, yes. So she talked to me. She recognized me. She was smiling and everything. When my sister came, my sister saw a different story. And my sister said, Robbie, my sister need to talk. My sister need to do like this. My sister need to do like that. But at the end of the day, she was now saying, so that time, why did you not tell me? He said, Sarah, if I tell you, how you want make I tell you? Say, as I don't meet maybe they talk, maybe recognize me, that thing will even kill you more. So who am I going to hold? Me and you will brought somebody to the hospital and I'm giving you a sad story. No. He gave all of them hope. Even our children, he gave them hope. The times my daughter was scared, Daddy, call me on video call. Let me just see mommy. Don't worry, she's sleeping. Don't worry, she's okay. Don't worry, she'll call you back. He was giving them that kind of hope. So if somebody around you is that hopeful, who are you now to now be tired of life? No. So I thank God and I thank you for being there, and let us keep growing and loving each other till the end of time. Thank you.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
A lot of wives have issues that they would say, I beg, I don't go fit tell my husband though.
Exactly.
I don't go fit tell my husband say this kind of thing they do me. I don't go fit, but it's been an open relationship, and each pain, it feels every pain with me and follows me to every doctor visit and hears what the doctor. So that support, I can't ask for anything more than that, and it's been there. So I thank you, Biora. I thank God. In all of these, God has been faithful. In all of these, we have our moments. We experience our joys. Sometimes when it looks like life is hard, at that moment, afterwards, we even forget. Most times I even forget the places I have my scars. When I look or think deeper now, I say, okay, that's true. I don't have one scar here. Oh, okay, So there's joy in living life. There's joy in taking care of yourself. There's joy in noticing any problem and going headlong to tackle it and just live a happy life. I want to be a happy person. I want to live a happy life. I may not have everything I hope for. I may not have everything I want, but at least let there be joy in living, knowing that tomorrow will be better than today. Thank you very much, Iziri, for this opportunity to say this out to people. And we don't really look like what we've been through. I get a lot of people through too that have been through us, and you just need to speak. Somebody just needs to pick a little encouragement from telling your life story. Somebody needs to pick a little encouragement from seeing you undergo some things, and knowing that they too they'll be able to say, okay, I'll try. If Amy can, then I can. Let's just live life the simplest way we can, believing that things will always turn out better for us in the long run.
Wow. Thank you, Abby. Thank you so
much
for having the courage.
Storyteller.
Sorry?
No, don't mind me. I said Abby the storyteller.
Oh, okay. She has a way with words. She has a way with words, yeah, and I like that. Thank you for sharing your very personal story with us, with everyone.
I like coming, sorry to cut you short, I like coming on social media. And for that period, particularly with the brain surgery I had, a lot of people were not seeing my post. I post everything. I post rubbish. I post everything. A lot of people were not seeing my post. I think I was off my phone for like 2 months until I started coming on again. And it was then a lot of people were now like, where you did things? I forgot to say this woman. When I told them, oh, see what I had, and no wonder, because they're always there. So sometimes when you don't even see people, you don't know what they are going through at all. It's always good to reach out to people. Let's always reach out. Let's always be concerned about people. Oh, this person is always appearing here, and for 1 week or 2 weeks, I've not seen this person here. Because a lot of people will tell you, I beg, now only pictures of her travels there. Then will they see? Make a deal, can tell us say she don't go this country or she don't go this country. Fine, you see those pictures. you know, it didn't travel, and at a point you're not saying that again, you should be concerned. You should be concerned and ask and offer solution. Somebody might be sick and even don't even know what to do or even where to go. You should be able to say, oh, I once had this experience. I think you can do this or you can do that. So life is all about caring and all of that. And all of that.
I understand what you're saying. So where you dey carry this matter, they go like this. So if we go there, we not go come out quick. So let's just continue to reach out to people that are around us, people that we've always been in touch with, our loved ones, our family members. Let's keep in touch. Let's reach out to them. Let's be our brother's keeper, you know, because people are actually going through. Why I said this matter, if we go where we not go, if we come back from Nana. A lot of people are going through a lot, depression. You know, with the situation of things, especially back home in our country, and even the world over, inflation. You know, people are going through a lot, and it's good that we don't just sit back and watch things unfold, but reach out from time to time. Let's reach out and be our brother's keeper. So yeah, if maybe I will just I think I'll end the live, then I'll call you. Then we'll talk briefly. Okay.
No problem.
Thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank you everybody thank you viewers. Thank you for joining us, and please always make it a date with us. We have interesting things to tell you. We have interesting things to say. So we look forward to seeing you same time.
And I want to encourage you to, if I don't know if you've done testimonies in church already, don't shy, just like you didn't shy away from coming to share your story here. Don't shy away from sharing it in other platforms if you have the opportunity to, because I tell you, it's people will always take away something with them from your story. People will always take away something. It could be how to deal with the fear of surgery. It could be how to be bold and be resilient. Even the husbands, the men, they will look at OB and say, okay, so this guy didn't run away even after 9 surgeries. So, I mean, I can be there for my wife as well, or for my partner as well. You know, so there's always something good to take away from these stories, this kind of stories. So I encourage you to share if you have the opportunity in other platforms. Chinyere said something. Say, oh, Obi, God bless you again and again. Yes, God bless you again and again. I don't know if there are other comments here. Okay, she also said, we thank God we do not look like what we've been through. Maybe is indeed a strong woman, and I thank God for her life, for her. Yeah. So on that note, I'll have to end the live. Guys, please follow this page. I'm still begging. People should follow us and share. If there's any story you want us to do, just send a title. And if there's any briefing you need to give to us, enter our DM us, and we'll come up with the story, and then we can all dissect it together. So yeah, have a great evening, guys, and stay blessed. All right, bye.